statement of where things are. What we have here is a convergence of two things. One, the World Series, where we had the commissioner, Manfred, talking about the Oakland A's and the future of baseball. And the other is the upcoming election in Oakland, which will decide who the next mayor is going to be and the makeup of the city council. And those are some very critical players in any deal that will ever be struck between the Oakland A's and the city of Oakland. What we have right now is sort of everybody's just trying to come up with the estimated, $300 to $500 million in infrastructure costs to try to help build this stadium and its accompanying apartment buildings, theaters, and things like that. They're not finding it, and they haven't come to a deal, and they have the deadline. They wanted it done by the end of Mayor Libby Schaaf's term. That's not going to happen. She says it's confident it could happen next year. But like I said, she's not going to be mayor. There's going to be a new mayor, and there's a question about whether the mayor and the city council and the new administration will put this as a top priority.
Do we know, in terms of the leading candidates for mayor, where they stand on the A's ballpark?
Yeah, we do. They're kind of mixed. We have Xing Tao, who is, and Lauren Taylor, who are the two front raters. Xing Tao they're both city council people. She's supported by the Labor Council, which is very, very adamant to build the ballpark because they see it as a big job opportunity. But she hasn't been exactly a leader in the fight. And Lauren Taylor has sort of been back and forth. He's trying to get the deal done, and he's being supported by Libby Schaaf, who she'd like to have him be as her successor. But again, I don't know if they have the force to get it done. It takes more than a mayor. It takes a very active mayor to get a huge, huge deal like this done, and not just done, but then built, It's going to require state, federal, and possible regional money. But, a recent Chamber of Commerce poll in Oakland showed that keeping the team was a priority or important for a lot of voters in Oakland, a majority of them. But the question is whether that's a top priority, because right now the election is centering around public safety and homelessness, not necessarily the future of a ballpark. So we're in hard times. People are having to make hard choices about money, and the money is one of the reasons that the A's want a new ballpark, and also one of the reasons why they might relocate to Las Vegas. And it looks like Major League Baseball is saying, okay, Oakland, nice try, but if it's not working out, we're going to pave the way elsewhere.
All right, Phil, we thank you as always. That's KCBS insider Phil Mateer. He, of course, will be back this afternoon with Patty and Brett at 5:50. Money Watch time on KCBS. It looks like the stock market's made a quick U-turn. We get details from Jason Brooks.
Melissa, the market got off to a positive start, but job openings in September came in much stronger than expected, and that's sending the market in the other direction as the Fed kicked off a two-day meeting. The Fed does not want to see strong employment growth in its fight against inflation. Dow dropping 165 points, NASDAQ down 51, S&P lower by 16. Pfizer saw a massive drop in global COVID vaccine sales in the third quarter, but even with a 66% plunge from a year earlier, the New York-based pharmaceutical firm says it expects $34 billion in COVID-19 vaccine revenue for 2022, $2 billion above Pfizer's previous forecast. Pfizer raised its 22 revenue guidance to around $100 billion, also getting help from $22 billion in sales from the antiviral pill Paxlovid. Despite global demand falling for the COVID vaccine, Pfizer's new BA.5 Omicron boosters are seeing strong demand in the U.S., where vaccine sales were up more than 80% in the third quarter compared to a year earlier. Pfizer shares are moving higher. On the Money Watch, Jason Brooks, KCBS.
Water is essential. In fact, our bodies are 75% water. Most people don't realize that clean and healthy water is essential to live your best life. This is Claire Beverly, and I want to tell you about LifeSource, the whole house water system that will change your life. A LifeSource system gives you great water straight from every tap. It removes the bad stuff and leaves in the good stuff, filtering out chlorine and other contaminants while retaining healthy minerals. Your skin and hair will feel great. You and your family will be healthy and hydrated. And a LifeSource system is maintenance-free. No filters to change, no salt, no bottled water. They install it, you forget it. Tap into your best life with LifeSource water. For a limited time, purchase a LifeSource system without paying a penny for 6 months. No interest, no payments, nothing for 6 months. Subject subject to credit approval. Call 888-712-4279 or visit lifesourcewater.com. 888-712-4279. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference.
Doug Andrew here. Learn how to make money safely with little to no downside risk. Join us for one of 5 Retire by Design workshops. We're coming to teach these free workshops in Morgan Hill, Palo Alto, Dublin, Alamo, and Sacramento, Wednesday through Friday, November 9th through 11th. Call now to register and get details. 1-888-261-8181. 1-888-261-8181. That's 1-888-261-8181.
I'm Liam Maitland, KCBS Free Chat at Capita Sausalito. Why is it so crazy? The local way of doing things and making tequila. What's so crazy about it? Beyond the name Loco.
Yeah, essentially they use every part of the agave as they can, and they've basically modeled after a process that's hundreds of years old that they found to be almost extinct today, and you can kind of taste that quality and tradition when you have it, as opposed to today, a lot of people are masking their tequila with the oak of the barrels they're aging it in, and that kind of hides the lack of quality, whereas Loco does things the right way, might have a slightly higher price point, but as a result, it's worth it.
More at kcbsradio.com and click on Foodie Chap. Foodie Chap is presented by Trimark, partnering with independent restaurateurs in Northern California for over 55 years. Trimark brings you innovative product solutions to help your hospitality business thrive. Visit trimarkwest.com.
KCBS News Time 7:58. We're going to begin this look at the roads again in Brisbane. Kim Wonderly's here. She's in your local Honda dealer's traffic center.
Yeah, this is a rather persistent crash, but unfortunately it's been blocking the 2 left lanes southbound 101. This is as you make your way toward Sierra Point, but closer maybe to the Candlestick area. In any case, it's been blocking those left lanes long enough that traffic is bottled up from Cesar Chavez. That is stop-and-go traffic down to the scene while crews still work on trying to get this thing cleared. We've had a long-standing crash in Discovery Bay, still worth mentioning, westbound Highway 4 before you get to Old River Road. The westbound lanes have been blocked by a serious crash here, backing up traffic in the area. We are once again looking at the South Bay. I'm starting to see traffic fill in North 101 at Ringstorf. There's an accident at the off-ramp. Should not be affecting the freeway, but we do see slow traffic on North 101 just as you come north of Highway 237 heading into Mountain View. Your next update, 8:08 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Dry October, that is so yesterday. It's November now, and the rain is here. We've already had some light rain this morning. Heavier showers expected a few hours from now and into the early to mid-afternoon. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on KCBS. Tuesday, November 1st, coming up on KCBS.
This is Matt Bigler. The man accused of attacking Paul Pelosi makes his first court appearance today to face state and federal charges.
I'm Holly Kwong. California's governor blames conservative media for feeding a culture of political intolerance that resulted in the attack on Paul Pelosi.
The mind is being stretched. People feel free to shove again.
And the Supreme Court temporarily blocks the congressional committee from getting former President Trump's tax records.
When you need to know, KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
It's 8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
I'm Steve Kathan. Former President Donald Trump's push to have the Supreme Court intervene in the dispute over his tax returns has had at least some effect, as we hear from CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
It's a temporary stay. Chief Justice John Roberts is giving the House Ways and Means Committee until next Thursday to explain its need for the former president's tax returns before the court decides what it will do next. In 2020, Chief Justice Roberts wrote an opinion sending a similar dispute over Trump's records back to lower courts, saying judges should take a balanced approach to the matter, weighing Congress's need to legislate against a sitting president's need for privacy.
Families of victims speaking out today at the 2-day sentencing hearing for the Parkland school shooter in Florida. Nicholas Cruz will get a life sentence. Teacher Stacy Lapel says she and others have been left traumatized.
Because of you, I check for all exits wherever I am. Because of you, I think of the worst case scenario for myself and my family. Because of you, I will never feel safe again.
At least 14 people were wounded in a drive-by shooting last night on a busy Chicago street.
Heard about 8 or 9 gunshots. I saw a car racing past me, and I just saw everyone crying and people down on the ground.
Police say there may have been 2 shooters in the car. San Francisco police allege the man who's accused of attacking Paul Pelosi intended to tie up his wife, the House Speaker, and, quote, break her kneecaps. The attack's been denounced across the political spectrum, but the Republican candidate for governor in Arizona, Carrie Lake,